Welcome to Mind Over Matter, where we feature young Jamaicans who are shooting for the stars. I'm your host, Margaret Boyne. He's a 2022 Pepper Prize winner and one of the 10 most impactful students at Lafayette College in the United States. He heads to Drexel University to pursue a PhD in chemical engineering. He shares his successes and challenges on his journey from Treadways, Linstead to Lafayette College. My guest is Alex Ashley. Welcome to Mind Over Matter, Alex. Nice having you.
Pleasure to be here as well. Thank you for having me.
You're the winner of the Pepper Prize Award at Lafayette College in the United States. Tell us a little about the award and what does it mean to you?
Okay. This award is an annual award that's awarded to one student every year. Okay, so only one student out of the graduating class is awarded this award, and it's an electoral award. So everyone in the school votes for someone who they think should be deserving of this award. The criteria for this award is someone who is of a good academic standing and has also had a really significant impact on their community during their tenure at the college. So over the course of the 4 years that you're here, students go through the years and they make connections with professors and faculty and students. And after the end of the 4 years, people who think they're deserving of this award, like I thought I was deserving of this award, you apply, you send in an application, you have to write an essay about why you think you're deserving, then you have to say all the things you did.
Okay.
That was helping the community, all the things you did that really set yourself up from everybody else. And then after that pool, they choose 10 people who they think are really strong candidates. And they're the finalists. After they choose the finalists, the whole school now votes for one of these 10 people. So faculty votes, the administration votes, the president of the college votes, and then every student votes. People on staff also vote. So everyone votes for this award. So it's the most prestigious award, and then your only person who gets to talk at graduation. If you win this award, the school will fly up your family to win this award. You also get to hold a historical artifact that is really special to the school. It's called the sword, the Marquis de Lafayette sword. But yeah, you just have to establish yourself to essentially be considered for this award, and it really meant a lot to me when I got this award. In fact, honestly, to be honest, I really never think so I'm gonna get this award.
Really?
But kind of, yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. But kind of just, it was like, somebody say, Alex, you should just apply for this. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to win, because I don't feel so popular. I feel like a lot of people have done more than me. I feel like a lot of people have had a stronger impact. They're like, no, just apply, you never know. So I just apply, and because everything I do, I'm putting I put my all into it, put my heart into it. So, if I'm going to do this, I have to go put in everything, 110%. So I did that, and then I kind of win.
You kind of win.
Yes, I kind of win. And it was so, honestly, I never did know how big of a deal it was until I tell my parents. It's when I tell my parents and start explaining to them the nature of the award, and we realize, John started this. This is a huge thing. This is major. An international student from Jamaica, nonetheless. Like, people don't really know about where me come from, Treadways, Linstead. Nobody know. Everybody know Kingston and Nigger. That's the only place them know. Jeez, peace. My dad could not stop smiling when I told him. He literally was smiling for 5 minutes. He never said anything. He was just smiling. My heart melted. I was so proud to share this with my family. Because they just send you to school and college and then hope that you're doing what they expect you to. So this was kind of reassuring them that I'm still on track. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You don't gotta worry. Okay. It was nice. It It was great. I was I can't even, I don't even have the words to articulate
I
how good of
understand.
feeling it was.
Yeah, but it would have meant that you'd have done a lot of things at Lafayette.
Yeah,
You won several scholarships too
I
and
did.
awards. Can you tell us a little about some of those that you had gotten there?
Okay. All right, Jana, which one do you want to talk about? Okay. Okay. So I love research. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the whole class and exam and test situation. I mean, I like this one. But the
Yes.
research thing, the
No,
research.
no,
No, we're
Alex, right?
serious. No, we're
No.
serious. We're serious.
And
Like
suppose you didn't like it then.
then. You know what I'm saying? But if school, instead of the school without the grades,
Yeah.
that would have been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of what research is. Research is kind of school without the grades.
Mm-hmm.
I love finding out things that nobody else knows in the world. Like me, I the only one to know this. I know I'm now tasked with the responsibility of telling other people what I now know. That is a great feeling. That I love doing research. I really love doing research. So I discovered this passion for research in my first year of Lafayette College. Because when we get here, I know that one of the first things we want to try is research. I never did know if I gonna like it. I just say, I have this opportunity here abroad. I just see all the opportunities I have and see which one I can pick and choose. So I did the research and I really loved doing the research. And I just did it every semester after that. And I got so good at it, I got awarded scholarships. I got the school also wrote a paper on me. And the first paper that they wrote about me, it's called the STEM Star, The Alchemist. And this paper really opened my eyes to the fact that I feel like I'm making waves, I'm really standing out. I'm really excelling at this research thing. I honestly never even knew I was just doing my best. I was just doing what I know to do, give 110% in everything I'm doing. And that's what I was doing for the research team. And I got awarded this STEM Star Award. We come with a little bit of money, but not glad the money was nice.
Yes.
Yeah, and that kind of opened up other opportunities for me. So now I could expand and go to other institutions outside of Lafayette to do research. And this also gave me the opportunity to go to Drexel University, which is a school I'll be going to in the fall, in September, to pursue my PhD. So I got an opportunity to study there last year as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at Drexel, what will your research be about?
Okay. So I'm interested in renewable energy and renewable technologies, particularly solar energy and battery technology. So what I want to do, I want to make electricity more affordable and cheaper. And to do that, I have to reduce the amount of input or energy that goes into creating electricity. So if we could find a way to make creating energy sort of easier, then that would sort of reduce the whole cost of electricity globally. Okay, because growing up like never did easily accessible in our Treadways.
Yeah, right.
Like you see, cut off GPS. You used to just say, "Yo, when I know this place, when I really care about it." One or two, nobody nice. Especially when hurricane come, like it always take time to come back. Growing up, I say no. I say, mommy and daddy, me have to grow up and change this. I can't live like this. We can't do it. So that sort of set my eyes on this whole energy field. And then coming to Lafayette, I decided I want to explore this field. And it's exploring the field, I found this passion that I have that I want to do. So I combine the passion for research and I combine the passion I have for renewable technologies and solar energy. And that's sort of how I decided that I want to do that for my PhD. So what I want to do is I want to make solar cell technologies more efficient. Right. So they're okay right now, but they can be so much better. They have a lot more potential. Okay. So I want to help the technology to reach a high enough efficiency so that it will be more marketable and the companies both private and public, will be more inclined to utilize this rather than the traditional forms of generating energy. Okay. So that's the goal. We see how that works.
Looking forward to seeing that, man, how that works.
Yeah.
So your journey to Lafayette, how did you get there? You went on a scholarship?
Yes. Shout out to AIM. I had to do the SATs and do the common application to apply to any US school. And at the time, like, full disclosure, I was never this exceptional. Okay, like I know I'm exceptional, but high school, I feel like high school did a slack.
Yeah,
really kind of waste in a high school. Between you and me, I'm being very honest.
Right, you could have done a lot more.
People think some of that always know the books. We never always know the books. Okay. They take a while for me to really settle down and decide for no more to do and decide to take control of like my life's trajectory. And so I end up got aim because say if me alone did to do this whole application thing, I think that'd be good. I needed somebody, I needed some organization to start to give me a structure to follow, because I never did have discipline at the time to sit down and do it myself. Being very honest, being very forward with this. So I'm going to aim, and then aim helped me. Aim helped me write the essay, and prepare for the SATs and set up. I had my application done early. Granted, it was a lot of edits. It took a lot of time because me and writing never did agree at the time. All right. Words never did come easy for me. I'm doing that struggle. I'm doing that struggle. Let me say you have to write some creative piece. Creative writing, you don't know what we can barely write, period. You have a creative writer, Jesus. But I kind of just stuck with the structure that I was given. It was a lot of late nights. It was a lot of re-edits, rewriting. But I finally sort of carved a really good application for my US schools, especially Lafayette. AIM put me in contact with someone that I could interview with before I submitted the application to. So I had an interview for Lafayette before I applied. And in doing all of this, after I submitted my application and they reviewed it, they awarded me the Jamaica Lafayette Scholarship Award, which is also another annual award that's only given to one student. And the most honorable Portia Simpson Miller is the one who established this award a couple of years ago. Shout out to but so they gave me that scholarship. It was a full scholarship. They paid for everything for me to go here. So I ended up studying at Lafayette for free. Really nice.
But you are a first generation college student. So that must have meant
I was alone in college.
Right.
I never have nobody to talk to, advice.
Tell me about that.
Carving your way, it's difficult. It's so difficult. In fact, I'm working with some people right now to ensure that other Jamaicans don't have to go through this that I had to go through. There's so much that I didn't know, that I only found out after coming here. After my senior year too, there's so many things I found out I could have done in prior years at Lafayette that I didn't know. Some things I did find, and I'm so happy I found it. Study abroad is a great experience, and I would recommend everyone who is at any institution, whether it be at the University of West Indies, whether it be at UTech, wherever you are in the world, if you're watching this and you're in college, really try to study abroad. Going to a different place and learning both in the classroom and outside of the classroom is an amazing experience, and it's life-changing. That was something that I had to figure out. Honestly, between you and me, my parents never did too sure if they want to send me all the way in Europe because we study abroad in Germany.
Yeah.
But tell mommy, I'm interested in studying abroad in Germany. Mommy said, Alex, why you want to go all the way to Germany? Alex, me can't reach in Germany. You know, Alex, if anything happens, Alex, live on your own. Nevertheless, we convinced me somehow managed to convince the parents to let me go. I ended up going, and it was a great experience. It was great.
Okay. So how long you stayed in Germany?
I was in Germany for 2.5 months, and then COVID happened. So unfortunately, we did have to go back to leave. But the 2.5 months are great. They're really great. They're really great.
But your experience at Lafayette, you are in a country, in a state that is 80% white. You're in a school, which the school would be basically the same. How did you adjust? Did you come across any racial bias?
To be very honest, when we did just come here, me did naive. All right. Me I come from Jamaica. Me don't really know what this racism thing is. Me hear about it, but me never experienced it. My first year, me I talked to Shante, who also graduated with me, also Jamaica, went to Campion with me too. I was saying to her, I don't think I would know racism if it hit me in the face at the time. I would have just think that they were having a bad day.
Yeah.
I did something to them, made them upset with me. That wouldn't be the first, second, or third thing that would come up to my mind.
Right.
So that really wasn't one like a cultural shock for me. It was definitely different though, not seeing a lot of Black people around. That was definitely an adjustment. But being the extrovert that I am, people are people at the end of the day. Somebody I kind of just moved beyond that and just talk to everybody. So make friend with faculty, make friend with teacher, make friend with students, make friend with strangers. I used to walk up to so much strangers and just introduce myself. And listen, me did talk to enough people people to talk. Right, me did very popular in the school. But now when I walk out class, every time I walk out class or leave a class, go to our next class, enough people always hear me upon the way. I say, yo, Alex, come on, big up yourself.
Yeah.
It's me did talk to enough people.
So it's all about networking.
Yes. School is about networking. Me honestly feel if you prioritize networking, you will be successful once you graduate the school. Once you graduate, you don't worry about jobs or anything because the network where you have, the network will figure out the job thing for you. Like honestly, to make it in life is who you know rather than what you know will help you more.
Yeah.
Based on I'm sorry that the world is like this, but you will work really hard in school. But it's the person who have the connections are gonna end up getting the job most likely over you. And unfortunately, that's what it's there. So I try to tell people, talk to as much people as I can, try and make as much connections as I can. Especially if you're an international student, because nothing now go and feel. Right? It costs more for companies to employ us than it does for them to employ US citizens. So you have to bring everything. People can recommend you. People have to know you. So
you have to go harder than the average person here.
You can't just lay part of the thing.
Are you helping other students who are in the same position to kind of a support system?
Oh yeah. We're sort of working on it's two things actually. So where we are currently trying to help or create this sort of database or this network that's helped people post-graduation. So post-graduation, you're in this sort of buffer situation where you're either interested in going to grad school or you're interested in working in industry, but you don't know which one to choose or you don't really have all the information. We're trying to create a database with all the information so that everyone can have access and be able to make the most informed decision about what's best for them moving forward. And then when they made that decision, we can then help them on working towards whatever goal that is that they decide to work on. So grad school or industry. The company is called Gradco, and that's the company that I'm working with right now. So that's the goal. Because I can't dream of struggling to get here and struggling to work through this, and then other people behind me also have to struggle. I don't think that should be. I don't think that's fair. And it's a struggle for me. I don't want other people to experience that struggle. I really don't. I think it's our responsibility to ensure that we leave a mark, or we leave the steps and the footprints in the sand for other people to follow, so that they don't have to search, make the same mistakes that we did. They can avoid the same pitfalls. They can avoid the same mistakes. In fact, they could even find shortcuts that we didn't find because we were looking to find the path, But yeah.
Could you repeat the name of the
company?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. It's called Gradco.
Gradco.
Oh. And it's another, and I said it was twofold. So it's Gradco that helps with graduate schools, and then there's CareerCo that helps with industries.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You mentioned that you were the valedictorian. Lafayette paid for your parents and some of your family members to be at the graduation.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I can't underestimate how much it is important for people to ask for help. You'd be surprised how willing people are to help you if you just ask. Like, it takes so much for you to come out of your comfort zone, come out of a little bubble, and ask a stranger or a friend for assistance or help. Being me though, I don't ask help so much time, it kind of just comes out.
Yeah, natural.
So everybody, people ask generally, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
And people say, oh, I'm good, I'm great. Me, no. I answer that question truthfully every single time. All right? People they don't ask me that question unless they really want to find out, okay? So then we skip that part of the conversation if they don't care. And that's, okay, me know. But when them ask me, I'm saying, yo, honestly, so they ask me about this award. They're like, how do you feel about this award? What happened when you told your parents? I'm say they were happy about it, but honestly, they won't be able to come, and that really breaks my heart. It really does. I don't have the money to bring them here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm broke, I'm poor. Okay. And this flight looking rather expensive, plus it last minute.
Yeah.
We can't do this.
Girl on the corner.
The people them said, don't worry about it, Alex. Don't worry about it. Just send us the information where you want them to fly in, how you want them to be picked up, where you want to put them. We figure it out. We figure it out. Them tell them, said, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. God good, When God good, God good. She is on peace. Me no know how I'm gonna do it if they're never there,
Yeah.
Because this was a memorable experience.
I can just imagine how proud they were.
Yeah. When them come here, everybody is telling them about them son, how them son do this, them son on the wall, them son name all about the place in the paper, everywhere, pictures of them son.
Wow. That must have been a graduation, man.
It was.
So, all right, you're from Treadways, as you mentioned, in Linstead.
Yeah.
Tell me about growing up there, What was it like?
So, from the name suggests,
Treadways.
I'm a country boy.
Yes.
All right. Me is a country boy. I live on and off from Kingston. All right. Linstead Market was a city for me. That is me going to the town. That's me going to town.
Okay.
Linstead is me going to town. So yeah, I grew up in a country. enough yard space. Fortunately though, the community immediately living, I don't know, it wasn't a lot of kids that were living there. It's kind of a lot of old-ish people. Kind of old people. So never really have like enough people for run on, play around with. I would go to my grandparents' house and play with my cousins often. That's kind of how I spent most of my holidays. Or just stay inside and ramp around in the yard with my sister. Play hide and seek, tag, dolly house, watch movies. Yeah, that.
And you went to Campion.
I did go to Campion.
So you traveled every day?
Every day, Daddy did drive me and my sister to school. I would take like 3 hours to drive. And wake up 4 a.m. in the morning. It did rough. Wake up 4 a.m. in the morning to get to school. And get to school by like 7 or a little before 7. And then end up leave school like 7 p.m. We get home around 10 p.m. And then 7 p.m. time in Kingston, a beer traffic. Everybody I try to go home. Everybody I try to go back to Spain, Spanish Town. People I go back to Portmore. Traffic up on the road. Bad. So they take way long to get home. And then after the homework when we get home too.
Right.
Just eat dinner.
It was a lot. But you did well. You did well at Campion.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I not like looking. I don't know. I still can't. Yo, only God.
Only God.
That. What you mean? Reach home 10 o'clock. Wake up 4 p.m.
Yeah.
I got my bed midnight. And midnight was our early time for going to bed. For wake up for 4, that's 4 hours of sleeping in my bed. Do that for 7 years. 7 years. What motivates me?
Yeah.
As like I mentioned, growing up wasn't easy. And when I growing up and being in a struggle, a really difficult situation financially, it really pushes me to want to leave. If it's uncomfortable, I'm gonna want to leave. I'm gonna want to do something about it. And I decided if I'm gonna change my situation, I have to take control. So I have to really buckle down with school. Sacrifice my parents are making just to send me to school in Kingston. Them could have sent me, we passed so much school. So many schools to go to Kingston. And my father would have drive me every day. Before my father drive me every day, go to school and back for not like take school seriously. You know what I mean? So that was really my sole or main motivator. Was my parents' investment in me. Them do so much something for me. I can't just let the investment go to waste. I have to make sure I take care of my parents. I have to make sure them not have to worry. So now them know I got them. They know some I have them now. Them not have to worry about nothing. Say your mommy and daddy.
Everything
can cool down. All right, on can chill.
But before you go though, Alex, what advice do you have to leave for our young people?
I have nothing to say. No, I have nothing to say. I'm gonna try to cut the chat.
Yeah.
One thing, we call it 5 things. Yeah, 5 things. 5 things I have to say. Okay. First thing I'm gonna say is make sure you guys ask when you need help. Ask when I know asking is difficult. Asking requires you to drop your pride. You have to really dig deep, come forward and share insecurities with people so that they can help you. It's difficult, I know, but you have to ask for help when you need help. You can also ask for help when you don't need it, because honestly, why choose struggling? If you can do something easier, just accept the help. Accept the help. That's the first thing. Second thing, talk to as many people as you can. Talk to as many people as you can, because you never know who can help you. You never know who is going to be on the next side of this interview for this job. Trust me, it works out if they have some prior knowledge of you, whether personally or through some other person who referred you. So talk to as many people and build a network. Third thing, don't limit yourself. Whatever dreams or aspirations you have in your head, work towards it. Don't let other people discourage you. Work towards your goal. Because at the end of the day, nobody dreamt of talking to someone to be Zoom. That mean what?
Yes.
On the other side of the world, we never saw 10 years ago, we never even thought this was possible.
Yeah, no.
But look at us, look at us now. Look at us now. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself, whatever dreams you have. Okay. Fourth thing, don't forget your roots. Don't forget however far you reach in this world, don't forget where you come from. All right. And fifth thing I'm gonna say is stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself and stay true to your beliefs. Because honestly, me wouldn't make it this far without God. You know, for a fact, honestly, we got through so much things at college, we got through so much things in high school. Looking back, me don't know how to do it. but I'm not God. God did that with me though. Those are my 5 things I want to say. But
thanks, man. You couldn't say it any better. And it was great talking to you. I really enjoyed it. And all the best with whatever you're going to do next and at Drexel as well.
Thank you.
Make sure you come back to Jamaica too.
Oh, I'm coming back in August. I'm coming.
Oh,
the plane
really?
ticket. Listen. The plane ticket already buy. All right. Suitcase them already packed. All right. The plans are already made. The itinerary is set. Okay. Me need some KFC in my life. Yes. Me need some Island Grill. All right. Listen, me need some actual vibes. Me need actual food. Me need to go to the beach. Yeah. Me need to look for my friend them. Listen.
Prepare for Drexel.
Listen, that can't wait. A long time no come home, no. A long time no come home.
Okay.
I'm gonna mash up some food and come home.